going to answer some of y'all questions. Good morning, guys and girls. Sorry for my appearance, y'all. I'm looking dusty and crusty, but I'm awake. I'm here. Welcome back to another video. Excuse my hair, y'all. I'm gonna be walking around looking crazy. I have this bonnet on. Y'all don't even want to know what's going on underneath here. Actually, y'all do because y'all nosy. Y'all, I done parted my hair into these sections, and I'm gonna crochet some twists into them, and I've only done one. Like, and this is how long it's gonna be. It's like 18 inches, I think. But yeah, I've only done one. The goal is to do the rest of them. To finish the entire head today after work. Or during work if I have some downtime. Or during lunch, shall I say, during lunch. But yeah, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Chanel and I do lifestyle work vlogs here on YouTube. Y'all, I haven't posted the video that I wanted to post before this. We're currently going through some mess right now with our landlord, and we have to be out of the apartment by July 31st. But I have a complete, like a whole entire story time on that with the footage that I took last week that I just haven't been editing yet. I started editing it, but I haven't finished it. It's kind of long. It's gonna be probably like a 40-50 minute vlog, so hopefully you guys are into longer vlogs. But yeah, long story short, she's crazy, and we're hoping to leave in June. Even before July, we're just hoping to leave in June. But yeah, it's just another work day here. It's Thursday, my Friday, and I've already started the work day, started working. Haven't had my coffee yet. I did change out of my pajamas though. I'm in just some black sweats and a black t-shirt because I have to do my hair and I need to be comfortable. So we're not getting cute today. I'm going to be answering a bunch of you guys' questions. The video before this one, like, I don't know why it blew up. Or not blew up, but like it got like, we're at over 9,000 views right now, and it's only been up for 9 days, which is really good for me. But I'm going to be answering a bunch of you guys' questions. I don't know what it was about that vlog. I figure that the more I talk, the more people don't like to watch. So it's just crazy to me how the one that I thought wasn't going to do well is the one that's performing the best currently. So I really appreciate you guys. Welcome all y'all new faces. Again, if y'all have any questions that I missed today, drop them down below and I'll answer them in a future video. But today we are going to answer just, I think, like 5 or 6 questions that were most asked on that video, or just from in general that you guys are wondering about. So let's get the day started. I'm gonna go make some coffee at some point too, but I'm gonna get back to work. Y'all, I have not spoken to y'all in almost 5 hours. Almost 5 hours have passed. I have not went on my break yet. I have not eaten breakfast yet. I don't know what's going on. It's 11:54 It's about to be 12 o'clock, y'all. 12 o'clock. I need to run over to the post office real quick and pick up a package. I also finally have some steaks coming. Not meat, but like the steaks that go in your plants. Look at my leaf over here, y'all. I don't know what the heck is happening to this bird of paradise. I think I need to put it in a bigger pot. I think it's time. It's been over 2 years. Need to hurry and do that before it starts trying to die on me. But yeah, some posts to put in there to help my plants to grow upwards. Was been supposed to do that, but have not. Why is my camera trying to betray me? Yes, follow me. Thank you. It's not that hard. Um, so that's coming from Amazon, but I need to go to the post office really quickly and pick that up. I have not stepped foot out of the house since yesterday. I did get out yesterday, y'all. Before that, I wasn't out since Sunday. But when my weekends be packed, I be not want to do anything. So I'm gonna go and run to the post office real quickly. I should walk over there. Yeah, I'm gonna go walk because it's about to be 80 degrees, y'all. Happy May. Happy May. Let me show y'all this. Are my friends so cute? Let me putting them online. They'll never see this. But it's May, y'all. It's freaking May. Oh my gosh. I turned 31. 31, okay? I turned 31 on next Saturday. It just feels so weird to be saying that, but 30s are gonna be better than 20s. I'm pretty sure it's what everyone says, so that's what I believe. And here's the hair that I'm gonna be using to do my hair. It's a lot of hair, y'all. Like, this right here is only 4 packs of hair. And I don't know if you can even see how much it is. It's a lot of hair. And then we have 4 more packs left. I think these are gonna be enough for one whole head, but we'll see. But let's go to the post office. Literally dealing with this every single day, almost like every single day. They need to get this boy therapy or something. I don't understand. And then I don't even know who he's arguing with, but it's always about nothing, like pointless nothing. In the middle of the day, it's 12:13. Get a job. I don't understand. I don't understand. Y'all, I'm ready to go to lunch. I go to lunch at 1 o'clock, so I'm just working through some more authorizations. Stressed out, stressed out. Can I help you? No, but it looks like you could use some. And how do you figure that? Well, you look tense. Bro, you got that right. I'm dealing with a crazy landlord right now, a job where I feel overworked and underpaid. I don't have meg knees anymore. Actually, I never had meg knees anymore. Oh, by the way, did I mention that I'm turning 31 next Saturday? Next Saturday. Yeah. I think you could use one of these. And what is this? Well, it's a back massager from Bob and Brad. They're only some of the most famous physical therapists on YouTube with over 5 million subscribers and over 50 years of physical therapy experience. They offer a ton of tips, advice, and guidance on how to just live a healthy, pain-free lifestyle, all from the comforts of your own home. And yes, they make massagers for your back, of course, your feet, and even your eyes. What's that warm, fuzzy feeling though? I mean, that's just my good vibes, you know. Actually, that would be the optional heat for the massager. It's controlled by a button and it shuts off after only 15 minutes of continuous use. So cool. Oh yeah, I'm keeping this. But by the way, who are you? Oh, I'm just a friend looking out for a friend. Oh, One more thing. Thank you, Bob and Brad, for sponsoring this portion of the video. The Amazon link to the back massager will be in the description box. Toodles. Oof. While I let this thing massage my back, I'm gonna answer some of y'all questions. And it's lunchtime, so we can do that. So there weren't that many questions. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 right now that I'm gonna answer. First and foremost, the main question that it seems like everyone has and everyone's been asking is my job hiring? And the short answer is no. No, they're not hiring. So we've had a hiring freeze since sometime last year, like in the winter time. I think it was November or December. And they were like, oh, we'll see, we'll come back around to this in the spring. And y'all, it's about to be summertime. It is May 2nd, and they still haven't, decided they were gonna hire anyone anymore. So no, we still are on this hiring freeze. They let go like a couple thousand people last year, like in September or something. I want to say it was like 2,000, but my number might be off. And it wasn't anyone in our department, but the actual company who owns my company, they let go quite a bit of people. So that kind of sucks for them. So it would just, to me, it wouldn't make sense to lay off all those people and then to hire people immediately afterwards, which a lot of companies do that. But I just think that's so like, that's crazy. You laying off all these people who need their jobs, who need their income to provide for them and their families, and then you go and hire people immediately afterwards. So I don't know what they're waiting for. Maybe that's the reason why they're waiting. I don't know. I don't know what goes into layoffs and hiring process and all that stuff. So yeah, but to answer that question, no, I'm not hiring. I'm sorry. No, my job is not hiring. This second question, most asked question, how I got a work from home job and how you can too. Now, I have a whole entire video that I will link if I remember to link. I can never remember to link these things in these videos. But there's a whole entire video of how I got the job that I recorded last year. So I'm not going to go over everything. You guys can watch that video if you want to, but I'll just give like a little background story, I guess. But yeah, also if you're interested in seeing what I actually do for work, like day to day, the actual entire process as well, I'll link a video as well in the description box, as well as a card here in the video so you can go and watch that. But pretty much how I got this job is I moved to New York back in 2022 in January for some volunteer work. And I worked from home originally for the state of North Carolina, doing like contact tracing and vaccine call work and things like that. And I was still going to work for them, but they changed their mind at the last minute. They said whenever I had moved that I could still work for them. It was okay. I was out of the state as long as I was in the same time zone because I was on the phone a lot. And then when I moved here, maybe a month later, they changed their mind and they were like, oh, no, you can't. Like, we can't do this. We can't do that. So they basically had to find another job. So I was out of a job for like a month. I went to go work for a medical group in Kingston, which is about 45 minutes north of where I live at. And I was an ophthalmology technician, if you guys are familiar with that. If not, I do have videos on that as well. I was an ophthalmology tech. I was in the optical field for a good 4 or 5 years before I switched to working from home. And I worked for that job. I worked at that job for about a month and I quit because it was just too much. I was doing basically all the work in my office. I worked with a bunch of older women, or old-ish women, we'll say. They weren't that old. I think the youngest person was in their 50s. So I was in my 20s at the time. So I was the youngest one there. But pretty much I trained for like a week. I didn't really need to be trained because I already knew what I was doing. And they kept saying that, oh, we don't need to train her. We don't need to train her. She already knows how to do the job. So I hardly did any training. I was put on the floor with the patients immediately after the first week. And I pretty much from there was doing everything by myself pretty much. Like, women were being lazy. There was one woman who was going on smoke breaks all the time. Like, she was on smoke breaks all the time. And just like people not doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm working with all the patients. Meanwhile, they're working up like 5 max. And I got like 20 myself. And it was just really annoying. And I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. So I was trying my hardest to work from home because I enjoy working from home so much. I love the pros of working from home, even though there are quite a few cons. The pros far outweigh the cons in my eyes. So fast forward a month after quitting, well, I secured this job before I quit. but I did an interview with them. Who was it? It was two different people. I don't know. They had me have my camera on. It was a Zoom interview. I had to have my camera on. The two women interviewing me did not have their cameras on. I have never in my life worked for a health insurance company. I've never done authorization, utilization management, anything in that field. I just had to basically sell myself. And that's what I feel like you guys need to do. If you don't have experience in, ooh, y'all, this thing is feeling so good. If you don't have experience in these fields, you have to take the experience you've already accumulated with your current positions or previous positions and tailor it to make it sound like you know what you're doing, or you're going to know what you're doing when you're in this position that you're applying for. So, you know, although I didn't have experience working in UM, I had experience working in the eye care field, in pharmacy technician, in the pharmacy field, things like that. And I just, you gotta make things sound. It's hard to explain, but for example, if you're applying to a bookkeeper position and you have no experience bookkeeping, but you have experience as a cashier, you can make that position of being a cashier sound like, you know, you've had experience that could help you with bookkeeping. So that's basically what I did. Like, we had time management experience, like with working in the vaccine call center, we had to reach a certain amount of contact tracing amount of patients each day. It was like 10, I want to say 10 for the day, or some 10 to 15 a day, and we had to meet those numbers Monday through Friday. So I was able to make that into something that they could understand when I applied for this position, on how that could move over into working for an authorization, as an authorization specialist. So I guess what I'm getting at is, whatever experience, prior experience you have, if it's not in that same field, there are just so many, I feel like so many different things that you can take from your previous experience and use it in your new role that you're applying to, because everything kind of goes together. Everything kind of goes together. And companies are more than willing to train you if you have a positive outlook, if you feel like that this is something that you really want, what you really love, that you can actually do the job, and you should be all set. Plus, I had really good bosses and managers who wrote referral letters for me. I think I have I have three still that I saved. One is from a woman who wrote me one, which is hilarious because she was the worst manager ever. She was calling out all the time. I was always at the office by myself, but I managed to save that before she wrote me a referral letter, because I had quit. And before I quit, I mean, right after I quit, I wrote a letter to the higher ups about her. So, still have that letter though. Christina, if you're watching, hi, hope you got fired. I don't hope she got fired, but I know she doesn't work there anymore. Anyways, yeah. Y'all can find, you guys can do it. I believe in you. You can find a work from home job, which leads me into my next question. A lot of y'all wanted to know some websites that I found useful to help find a work from home job. So pretty much I used Indeed. And when I first applied to this job, I've been here for over April made 2 years. So when I applied to this job, I applied on Indeed, and they were using a temp agency at the time. They don't use it anymore. Now my company hires directly. Like, you have to be directly through the company to get hired. And apparently this particular company I work for is super duper competitive, which is crazy to me. But they own so many different companies. So I don't know if it's what people are talking about is my company specifically, but I think they're talking about the company that owns my company is so hard to get into. And I believe them though. I believe them. I don't even know how I even got up in there. I really don't know. But again, with the right attitude, you can be trained, you can get in there. But I used Indeed, and I basically just submitted an application. The temp agency contacted me. I did an interview with the woman over the phone, and then after that, she got me with an interview with my actual company now. It was a Zoom interview again with two women, two managers, and I feel like I kind of cheated the system, because when you have a temp agency, I feel like it's easier to get into these places, but that's just me. The number one website I used before that I've tried is flexjobs.com. And I'll write that below. Flexjobs.com is the number one. I feel like the number one. They say that they're the number one online work from home job and search engine in the world, pretty much. And so you pay each month or each week, I'm sorry, to use their service. And I think it's like $1. Let me see how much it is now. Sorry. If you don't like it, you get a refund within 2 weeks. So that's nice. So I will give it like a month and just see where it goes from there. Um, they have a lot of great listings, and their search filters are really advanced. So I think they're the most legit. There's also Jobspresso. Jobspresso is a search engine. This one does not cost anything. It's really user friendly, and they focus solely on working remotely as well. I find Jobspresso is more for people who are in like tech or marketing, customer support kind of stuff like that. But Flex Jobs is all of those, but also you can like anything remote that you can do from working from home. Flex Jobs will post about or post that particular job. So in the medical field, in tech, in marketing, customer service, anything like that, they'll post. And then where's the other one? Here we go. remotejobs.io. So these are apparently checked by people so you don't get scammed. That was one thing about Indeed. You have to really watch out for the jobs that people post because there are a lot of scammers on Indeed, especially if you see a job posted from a company and you can't even click on the company. They don't have a profile on Indeed where you can see like ratings and stuff like that. Immediately side eye those particular companies because that just that don't sit right. I ran into one time when I was applying for a job, and they wanted me to send money for something to apply. I'm like, why do I have to pay to apply? You should already know that's a dead giveaway that something's wrong here. So you gotta watch out on Indeed. But on remotejobs.io, they claim that there is no scams because there are people that work for them check these postings. But they have a lot of remote opportunities from companies like Amazon, DoorDash, Zillow, Google, uh, those type of companies that you could think of. So I guess tech, but they're really good. I've never tried them, but I've heard good things about them. The only ones I've tried are the Flex Jobs, Indeed, and Jobspresso. There's also WeWorkRemotely.com. Never have tried them before. Remote.co. Never tried them either. I'm just listing these that I found that I feel like you guys should probably look into. And then there's nodesk.com as well. And I'll link all of these below so you can find them yourself. Of course, there's always LinkedIn. LinkedIn does also have a lot of scams as well. And then I feel like a lot of these companies don't really respond on LinkedIn. It's all like recruiters always in my DMs and in my inbox and stuff. So I don't really recommend LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a weird place to be, but you might be able to find a job there through LinkedIn. You might be able to find one, but that is also an option. So yeah, that's pretty much what I found useful to help find a work from home job. Also, oh, not this thing turning off. Also, just tailoring your resume. Like some of y'all resumes be from. I had one friend who asked me to look at her resume. This thing was from like 5 years ago. Y'all need to update these things. I updated mine, and I knocked off all the previous jobs I've had up until like 2020 or no 2019. I want to say knocked off all those old ones. The ones I got as soon as I was out of high school. Knocked them things off. They don't need to. They don't need to know what you worked at. That you worked at McDonald's for 3 months as soon as you graduated high school. Like, they don't need to know that. The ones that I feel like really are going to benefit me in the position I'm applying for, I'll leave those on there. If I worked for them more than a year, I'll leave those on there. Or 2 years, I'll leave those on there. But that's up to you. I'm just saying, that's from what I've learned. Also, get those colors off of there. Your resume does not need to be pink, blue, purple, orange, all that stuff with flowers and designs. A basic black ink white page, one page or two maximum will do you just fine. Just fine. I made that mistake when I first started. I did a resume and it was blue. It was blue at the top with cursive, and then the rest was not cursive. It was a hot mess. Take that off of there. And then follow up with these companies too. Like, if you had a great interview and you just maybe they're busy for whatever reason, they haven't contacted you in a few days, or not even waiting a few days. Immediately after, I've sent emails to to doctors I've applied to work at their offices, and just like, hey, not hey, but like, you know, good morning, good evening. I wanted to thank you for having me come in for an interview. I really enjoyed meeting you. I hope da 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 da. And even if I don't get the position, you know, thank you anyways. I learned a little bit. I learned this, I learned that. Thank you. Have a nice day. Like even something as simple as that, like a little memo, that would be really nice to send to the providers, and just that'll get them like thinking, you know, like dang, even if we wasn't gonna choose her, like maybe we should have choose her or him, you know. So that is a thought. That is a thought. And then 3, what do I do for work? Yeah. So again, I already have videos on that. I'm not really gonna go into deep dive with that. We're getting like 17 minutes in here of chit chat, but I am an authorization specialist. I used to be a referral specialist until this year when we got the new title, authorization specialist. I process prior authorizations from doctor's offices and facilities. I'm in the DME department, so durable medical equipment, leg braces, wheelchairs, diabetic supplies, stuff like that. Providers send them in, I approve or deny or send them to the nurses for review. That's pretty much all my day. I work Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I'm still full time, even though I'm 4 days a week. But I did want to have an extra day off during the week, so that's why I do this schedule. Otherwise, I was 8:30 to 5 Monday through Friday, but that gets very, very tiresome. Even the 7 to 5 is killing me, y'all. It's killing me, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, and sometimes I do work in the city. In New York City, we do have an office in Long Island City, so you can see the Manhattan skyline. It's absolutely gorgeous. If y'all haven't watched my city vlogs, I do have 2 posted. Go and watch those. Yeah, that's pretty much all I do. So that's pretty much it. If y'all have any other questions that I didn't answer or that you're really, really curious about, drop them down below and I'll try to include them in another video. I'm starving right now. And yeah, starving. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, y'all. I have clocked out. It is 5:01. The sun is still out. Like I love May. So May is just May. This is why. This is why. The goal right now is to finish doing my hair. Aside from this one little braid, we're gonna crochet the rest of the hair, twist it all down, and then I gotta go to Walmart. What is this boy doing? I gotta go to Walmart or either Hannaford, I don't know, or Aldi, I don't know. But we're gonna do that tonight because y'all know I hate going into those places when they're packed. I love going in there when there's only a little bit of people. So let's hope that I can get my hair done by, let's say, 8:30, 9 o'clock ish, because that's when I'm gonna go. That's when I'm gonna go shopping when there's no one out there. So let's do this. Y'all, I'm finished. I'm finished. It does not look good. Like, I don't know. I've never done my hair before. Well, y'all seen me do it before. Let me sit y'all up somewhere real quick. Hopefully y'all don't fall. Oh my God, if y'all fall. Really, Chanel? Please don't fall. Like, it's not the greatest at all. I have like little fuzzes sticking out and stuff, but it was something quick and fast. But let's get ready to go to the store. It is 7:56, y'all. 7:56. I finished at 7:55. That's a new world record. That is a world record. So let's get ready to go to the store. Let go.